Hello and welcome to the Intel Brief. Today is Friday, 10 January. I'm your host Daniel, and let's get into the brief. Today we'll be covering 3 people have been indicted on charges of spying for China in Germany. Elon Musk has hosted a German far-right leader on X, and Yoon's security chief has resigned and urged a peaceful arrest. So firstly, German prosecutors announced on Thursday that 3 individuals have been indicted on charges of espionage for allegedly supplying military technology information to the Chinese Ministry of State Security. The accused, identified only as Thomas R., and a married couple, Herwig F. and Ina F., were arrested in April last year in Dusseldorf and Bad Homburg. The prosecutors allege that Thomas began working as a Chinese agent in 2017 and enlisted the couple who operated a company in Dusseldorf. This company facilitated contacts with German scientists and researchers, enabling the collection of sensitive information on military technologies such as sonar systems, armored vehicle propulsions, military drones, and boat engines, which were ultimately transferred to China. The arrest underscores growing concern about Chinese espionage in Germany, particularly in the realms of business, science, and technology. The German Interior Minister, Nancy Faeser, previously highlighted the significant threat posed by Chinese intelligence activities in the country. The case follows a related incident in November when a US national was detained in Frankfurt for allegedly offering intelligence about US military to China. While China has not commented on the latest indictments, it previously denied accusations of espionage in Germany, with the embassy in Berlin issuing a statement refuting such claims. So what? While it is likely that China will deny these allegations and claim they have nothing to do with this operation, it is highly likely to be true. Generally, for the police to arrest a person on espionage, there needs to be a significant amount of unclassified evidence, which likely indicates there is even more classified reporting. Additionally, it is possible that these individuals were tracked for a period of time to better understand Chinese espionage techniques, such as how they conducted their meetings and exchanged information. At the end of the day, it is highly likely there are numerous more people operating on behalf of Chinese intelligence, both in Germany and around the EU. And next, Elon Musk's online discussion with AfD leader Alice Weidel has come under scrutiny by Germany's Bundestag administration, which is investigating potential violations of campaign financing rules. The discussion, aired on Musk's X platform, raised concerns over whether it would be classified as a legal campaign donation if X's algorithms were manipulated to boost the event's prominence. Lobby Control, an advocacy group for reducing lobbying influence, argued that such algorithmic boosts could be interpreted as free services provided to the AfD, amounting to a party donation. However, analysts have noted that free speech protections and the discussion's no-cost airing might shield it from rule breaches. A similar issue saw the AfD fined for illegal campaign funding linked to the 2016 state elections. The conversation, billed misleadingly as featuring the leading candidate to run Germany, drew significant attention, with up to 200,000 viewers tuning in. The topics ranged from energy policy, where Weidel criticized renewables and Germany's reliance on Russian gas, to Merkel's legacy, which she blamed for high migration and the country's alleged decline. Weidel also laminated her party's treatment in German media and attributed falling scores among school children to excessive focus on social gendering things. Musk occasionally pushed back, particularly on energy matters, but the overall discussion was described as unstructured, with no clear preparation. While the event sparked debate, Weidel's chances of becoming Chancellor remain slim, given her party's isolation and current polling at around 20%, similar to the percentages seen on Polymarket. So what? It is quite likely that Elon Musk's involvement in European politics is now bordering on interference. The key question is why. Why is Musk so interested in getting involved in EU and UK politics now? It seems possible that he sees this as what he should be doing and that he is doing it for the betterment of the Western world. However, it is also possible that he's just doing it for a bit of fun and likes to be seen as a powerful guy who can throw his weight around in any situation. Either way, it doesn't seem to be having a positive effect. And lastly, South Korea's presidential security chief, Park Chung-yoon, resigned on Friday amid a political crisis involving the impeached president, Yoon Suk-yeol. Park stepped down after facing police interrogation over his guard's role in blocking law enforcement efforts to arrest Yoon last week. Before resigning, Park publicly warned against the possibility of bloodshed during any attempts to detain Yoon, emphasized the need to avoid physical clashes between government agencies. His resignation was submitted to the acting president, Deputy Prime Minister Choi Sang-mok, who currently leads the government as tensions mount over Yoon's defiance of law enforcement. The crisis stems from Yoon's refusal to cooperate with investigators, probing his attempted imposition of martial law on December the 3rd, an act that led to his impeachment and insurrection charges. After ignoring 3 requests to appear for questioning, Yoon has remained barricaded in the presidential residence in Seoul, with heightened security by his guards. Investigators, armed with a second arrest warrant following the expiry of the first, are preparing another attempt to detain Yoon. However, Yoon's lawyers argue that the warrant is illegal and have vowed to not comply. The standoff has deepened South Korea's political turmoil, with fears of confrontation and violence looming large as authorities navigate the unprecedented situation. Polymarket currently has the chances of Yoon being arrested by the end of the month at 57%, up 12% in the last week. So what? It seems unlikely that there is any other way out of this situation than the arrest of Yoon, or at least his volunteering to undergo questioning by the authorities. Outside of the awkward situation of the former president being held up in the presidential palace, the rest of South Korean politics appears to be returning to some kind of normality, and it appears likely that it'll all be all right. It is also now clear that Yoon's claims of North Korean interference in the country were unfounded, and that he likely tried to use it as a martial law for personal gain. Thank you for tuning in to the Intel Brief, your daily update on global geopolitics, brought to you by HM Intelligence. You can support the show by sharing it with your friends and leaving us a 5-star review. Or, if you're curious to learn more about intelligence, you can check out one of our courses in the description below. Thank you for listening. I've been your host, Daniel, and I'll see you next time.